Whether you like it or not, it's one of the biggest video games going on right now. That includes going around in 2022, still going off strong, with the current season about to end, like within the next few days, with it being Chapter 3 Season 2. Then you start to take a wonder, how has the game changed ever since back when it first started? And that's actually a really good question, and I would applaud for you for that. So that's why I want to take a look. I want to take it back to the past, a blast from the past, and see why did everybody love Fortnite so much, and why is it slowly, I guess, declining now? To be honest, if anything, it's not really as popular as it used to be. Come on now, you have to be a little honest right here. But in general, I just want to take a look back at the previous seasons, the previous 2 chapters, and I want to explore a little bit deep dive into it, going into the deep, murky waters. And no, this isn't an iceberg video, if that's what I'm making it sound like to be. But I just wanted to take a look back and see, reflect, and I guess also even give my own review and opinion of Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 1. So, shall we get right into it? Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 1 First Steps. The start of the season started on October 26th, 2017, and the end date of the first season was on December 14th, 2017, or 2017. And in between, it was 50 days that the season lasted. Not really a bad start off to a season, which later Fortnite would decide to make it a whole lot longer. But we'll get to that as soon as we get to those seasons. So, starting off the first update / basically what Chapter 1 Season 1 Fortnite was about. It was update V1.8 on October 26, 2017. This introduced the Slurp Juice, the Pumpkin Launcher, and it even vaulted the Rocket Launcher. But this was also the beginning of Fortnitemares. So, technically it was actually the first ever Fortnitemares if we take a look back. And Fortnitemares, if you guys don't know, is an event where it's basically when Fortnite celebrates Halloween, but they call it Fortnitemares, and they basically traditionally do it every year. So, it's actually pretty cool to see that the first season of Fortnite ever had Fortnitemares, so that's actually pretty interesting. But it also brought with the season level, the infamous season level, which basically allowed you to access the season shop, which was later on, which actually involves you buying items from the season level shop, but you had to be at a certain level in order to unlock it, and then being able to actually purchase it. Well, obviously, we'll get right into the level rewards as well, which were Aerial Assault Trooper. No, it was the Aerial Assault one at level 5. You got a Battle Box banner at level 10. The Aerial Assault Trooper, a really rare skin now, level 15, and Renegade Wader at level 20. We also got the Mecha Glider at level 25, and you can get the infamous Raider's Revenge at level 35. So actually, not bad skins. I mean, actually, the only good skins I would say were the Renegade Wada, and the really cool pickaxe would be the Raider's Revenge. But those were just some of the things you can get from the seasonal shop. And well, it also introduced the item shop as well, which still goes on to this day, which is basically the only way you are able to get skins in the game. So yeah, so we gotta start off from the very beginning, you know. We gotta start off that live service microtransactions game. Let's go. But moving on, I'm pretty sure this is a time where we also got to see Skull Trooper and Ghoul Trooper come into the item shop. Two skins that would later be re-released and brought back a bunch of times and would no longer be considered rare. So I mean, that's kind of a big rip right there. So I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. It's not like I'm hiding my own dirty little secrets too, like I own Ghoul and Skull Trooper now. But going into the next update was V1.8.1 on November 2nd, 2017. And this update mostly just included bug fixes. So, I mean, it's not really that much of a big deal. So, moving on to the next update. Update V1.8.2. This actually included the season shop. It also had a new item called the bush. I mean, obviously, the infamous bushware item that you can use to bush yourself. But this update was released on November 8th, 2017. Also, this is the first time Fortnite had around 20 million players playing Fortnite Battle Royale. Really huge accomplishment right there. So, that's actually pretty crazy. Next update to hit was update V1.9 on November 14th, 2017. And the new things really added were just launch pads and an announcement that Fortnitemares will be extended. So we're going to get more Fortnitemares during that time, whoever actually played during the time. After that came up with update V1.9.1 on November 29th, 2017. And we actually got a bunch of things on this update. We were able to get smoke grenades, an item that completely blinds you if you hit it towards another opponent or towards yourself too. Like, it literally is just a big white screen if you go inside the actual smoke. It's one of my favorite items, if I'm being honest, since you literally can just blind somebody else. And I think that's actually pretty funny. They actually vaulted the pumpkin launcher, but they unvaulted the rocket launcher. And they basically switched places back. And sadly, this is actually where Fortnitemares comes to an end. Basically putting an end towards the season, technically, since the season was technically Fortnitemares. But literally the theme is just first steps, so technically it's not. But I mean, I guess I'm trying to say is, you know what? Never mind. This is too confusing. I'll just move on to the next update. And then that came with the final update V1.10 on December 6th, 2017. Which literally was really close to the actual end of the season. But with this came bug fixes and a new UI inventory. But at the same time, it was... we're really close to that game awards. I mean, if you guys really do care to watch it. I mean, I like to watch it, but we also got the game awards as well. So that's pretty cool too. But overall, with the loot pool, it was basically really simple as well. You know, there was nothing really too major. Not really that enough ground-breaking items, since, you know, it was basically the very beginning as well. There was nothing really, I would say, that would be OP. Although, I do understand if the smoke grenades are kind of annoying, because, you know, what if, like, you're just, like, in one area, just, I guess you're camping, and then, like, somebody out of nowhere throws you a smoke grenade, and then you can't see anything. You're completely blind, and you don't know what to do next. And, I mean, when it comes to the launch pads, I don't think they were really that OP. I mean, look, they never really have changed the launch pads. They're always been the same. It's just a really great way of mobility around the map. The bush, not really OP as well, because if you get hit or you take damage, and the bush goes away. So, plus a lot of people during that time already knew about bush camping. So, I mean, it really wasn't that hard to, like, just shoot a bush and, you know, I mean, just like one shot. You know, you could just use like one bullet and like, oh, nobody's in there? Okay, I don't have to worry about it. Slurp juice, I mean, a really good healing item. It healed 75. It healed 75 either health if you ran low on health, or shield if you had low shield. And rocket launchers, I mean, I think you could already counter them just by building a wall. It's not really that hard, but I guess during the time nobody knew how to build, so I guess I can see why it's considered a little OP during that time. But when it came to the loot pool, it didn't seem to be too crazy. I mean, it was the first steps after all. Moving on towards future, more crazier stuff. This was actually pretty tame, and this is actually pretty basic, you know. And what I mean by basic, I don't mean it in a bad way, because, you know, it's the very beginning, you know, trying to see what works, I guess. I mean, the only really crazy item I would say would be the smoke grenade, just because it literally blinds you. That's literally what it does. But overall, it does seem like a pretty solid season. I mean, really, there's nothing that crazy, and, well, it just seems like an overall prime time to be playing, to actually get into the game. Perfect opportunity too, because there was no sweats, there was basically nothing, there was like no meta. At least I would assume there was no meta at the time, because I don't know about double pump. I don't know when it was introduced actually, but yet again, double pump isn't actually something that came with an update or anything. It's just something that people exploited with pumps. But overall, just to wrap things up, I would say this would be almost literally the perfect time to be playing Fortnite, and to get right into it, you know. The start of a brand new video game, and for years to come. And just basically a simpler time, you know. Basically, I would say a really good time. So, if anything, to be honest, I would probably rate this season either a 10 or a 9.5, just because of how literally perfect it is. So yeah, I mean, now I guess wrapping up at the end of the video, I would really just want to apologize if I do sound like a really emo and depressed type of guy. You know what they say, time to be emo, time to get depression. Yeah, that's what I normally mean. But I guess that's really all that I wanted to talk about, actually. So yeah, so that's just my current thoughts on Chapter 1, Season 1 of Fortnite. It was actually pretty cool. And how I would understand that a lot of people would miss it. But anyways, Lastly, I want to mention also is that with the map, it was actually pretty cool as well. We got Anarchy Acres or Eggs. I don't know. We had Pleasant Park. We had Slurpy Swamp. No, wait, it wasn't Slurpy Swamp. It was Moisty Mire. I'm sorry, I got confused. Moisty Mire. We also had the Flush Factory, I believe, also. But it was just a lot of good locations, and it was all simple too. I think Fatal Fields was still there too, and we also had Weeping Woods. Basically, a lot of locations that would later end up being completely different. And well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, the map was pretty solid as well. You know, I mean, you could even say it was pretty basic, but I wouldn't really say that, because it was actually pretty nice and simple in a good way. Plus, we also had Dusty Depot too, so actually a really good location as well, you know, just for nostalgia memories. But yeah, I mean I would say the map is pretty solid as well. And well, like I said, it would be a good time to play Fortnite. And I really like the map as well, just how green everything is, not like how later the map wouldn't be so green. And basically the most green map we could ever have, because as the seasons and the chapters progress, there's almost never entirely green. But yeah, and with that concluding, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the support, and well, just you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And well, this is pretty much it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace. Peace.